Hello, everybody. I am setting things up. We'll be ready in just a second. Hello, Google Plus world. This is my first public big Google Plus broadcast, so just give me a sec while I just make sure everything works. I just want to see, first of all, okay, good. It's on my Google Plus profile. Just wanted to make sure. And I'm going to share that with the rest of the internet, which will be ready in just a moment. Going live, ask questions, and I will read creepiest comments. Awesome. Awesome! So I have no idea how many of you are watching in the internet land, but hopefully you can hear me okay. Apparently this mic does not work, which kind of sucks, but you try, right? So thank you so much for the million of you that are following me on Google+. I did not think that that would happen, but it did, so thank you very much. I have assembled a few comments that people have asked on my Google+, a few questions that people have asked. Topher Von Doom sarcastically and kind of trolly asked, "Who are you?" And, well, who am I? That is a Who Am I is a Jackie Chan movie. But who am I? I'm Casey McKinnon. I am on the Google+, I'm on the interwebs, and for years I have made internet videos. You may have seen some of them. I made Robo-Jew versus Giant Nazi Woman of the SS, which was a huge hit. And I played the Giant Nazi Woman, as well as I played Hitler's head in a jar. Well, in a fishbowl, actually, and like 5 characters in that video. That was kind of a viral hit, although I had to moderate the comments a lot because there was a lot of mean stuff because, you know, we were dealing with Jews and Nazis, and it became really crazy on there. So I've got to moderate those comments. And frankly, I actually stopped checking them. I just don't really allow or just comments there anymore just because it's so much easier. But the coolest thing about that video was actually it was screened at Yale because because apparently I am one of 2 people known to this professor as playing a comedic, well, being a female, being an actress to portray Hitler in a comedic way. Yeah. So I guess I'm proud of that. I guess. The other person, the other female who played Hitler in a comedic role, did it sort of like as a black comedy, so she was very, very serious about it. And of course, in my case, it was just showing just completely ridiculing Hitler. Why am I talking about this? This is insane. Okay, I should probably be talking about something, you know, like more PC, because, like, you know, I don't condone Hitler or anything. That totally. Did you guys see Black Hitler? Have you guys seen the movie? I don't know. Have you? All right, cool. Let's have a look and see if there are any new. Okay, good. All right. People can hear me, which is a good thing. Well, I mean, I guess I think it's a good thing. Maybe you don't. Okay. All right. So I had some questions. Let's see. Someone had a. Okay. So my good friend John Fillers on the interwebs asks, here is my question, Gordon Freeman or John Marston? Well, see, the thing about those 2 is that I love them both very, very much. And okay, so I'm a big gamer, just to give you some context. And I love What are we looking? John Marston. Yeah, I love Red Dead Redemption. I love Half-Life. I love Portal also. So Shell is in there too. Although I don't know what this question is about. Is this Gordon? Would you rather sleep with Gordon Freeman or John Marston, or is this would you rather cuddle with, or would you rather them on your side in a gunfight? You know, I don't know. So, but between Gordon Freeman and John Marston, I have to say John Marston because I played that game to death, and wow, I love that game so much. Red Dead Redemption is awesome. I love Half-Life as well, but I mean, I guess I didn't play it as much, and it kind of made me sick. It's like Left 4 Dead. So you know the boomers, big fat zombies, when they come up, they make this like sound like, well, obviously they're gonna puke on you, which they do, and then it calls the horde. Anyways, when the boomers make those puke noises, I start to feel pukey myself. So oh my God, look, there's someone there. Hello, who's that?
Hi, I'm Billy.
Hi, hey Billy, what's up?
Just been jumping around to Hangouts, and I remember you saying that you were gonna try doing one on air today.
Yes, and I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I'm answering some questions. I'm just answering currently about video games right now. And yeah, so we're talking about how, well, I was talking about how boomers in Left 4 Dead make me want to puke. And so, you know, oh man, I totally forgot my train of thought, but there you go. I still, like I said, John Marston instead of Gordon Freeman. Do you have any questions, Billy?
No, not really.
Okay. Okay, I also have a question. Captain Kirk or, which Captain Kirk? Bill Shatner or Chris Pine? And again, I don't know if they're asking, like, which one do I want to take his boots off, or which one do I want, you know, on my side in a fight or something. But obviously I say Bill Shatner because, I mean, he's my man. I don't know, you know, I don't know if you guys have seen, or, you know, anyone watching has seen The Captains, but it's on Netflix Instant, and it's pretty awesome. But it has William Shatner, and he's interviewing all the captains, basically, the main captains from the Star Trek TV series and the movie. And I don't know, Chris Pine seems the most kind of reluctant to do the interview, and kind of turned me off because I was like, oh, he doesn't really seem into Star Trek at all. You know, almost he wants to distance himself from it. So I mean, Bill Shatner probably was a bit of the same way at first, and now he's just, you know, accepted it and he's living it. So, anyways, Bill Shatner's my Captain Kirk. And hello, hey, I know you.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Hey, happy early birthday, by the way, Casey.
What's up there? Happy early birthday to you, too.
We share the same birthday.
We do. March 13th. So, anyone have any questions?
Is this just, are you taking questions on general topics, or?
Anything. I don't know. I mean, I'm just doing this because I've done it like once before, but I don't know. I just thought I would do it.
Did you just get on air?
I got on air like 10 minutes ago.
So if you're stranded on a deserted island,
yeah,
and somehow like you got stuck there with a DVD player, but you could only play 3 movies, and you could just only have these 3 movies with you for the rest of your life, what movies would they be?
You know, I've actually thought about that one in depth, and I came up with a top 10 list.
Oh, but you only get 3.
I know.
And the plane is crashing.
Oh, no. The plane.
And the flight attendant is yelling at you.
Oh, God. The pressure.
Fasten your oxygen mask. Grab your DVDs.
So, okay. Oh, God, this is so hard now. Okay. Dune, David Lynch version. It's actually not the best, but I just really love Dune a lot. And it's like I would if I could bring the book too, I would bring the book too. Planet of the Apes, because I love Planet of the Apes. And I should probably bring a chick flick because I don't know, I am a chick and I have chick tendencies, so every once in a while I might want to kick back. But I can't
Legally
think of which.
Blonde?
No.
If I had to choose a chick flick, I might choose Legally Blonde, just on the basis that it is a pretty awesome chick flick.
It is.
Joy Luck Club is pretty freaking hardcore chick flick, if I may say.
Hardcore, huh?
Not that kind of hardcore.
Okay.
I don't know, like, if that's a chick flick, then maybe is Forrest Gump also a chick flick? Like, where do you draw your chick flick boundaries?
I don't know. I'm not high enough level yet.
I've never seen the Joy Luck Club, so I can't even comment on that. But I would probably go with something along the lines of, can I have Kill Bill in its entirety?
No, because I wanted to have Lord of the Rings in its entirety, but then it would be like 12 hours.
But it comes in one
the
box.
flight attendant said no. So,
Okay.
sorry. It's not me, it's her. She's
Literally the flight attendant?
Yeah, when we were on the plane.
That was crashing.
Right.
Crashing. She was like, sorry.
Okay, Kill Bill 2,
Okay.
because it'll make me cry. And that's what chick flicks do. So,
Good choices.
thank you very much. I see some other people on here. Do you want to say hi?
Hi, Casey.
Hello.
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too. That's Jonathan?
Yes.
Yeah?
Okay, I'm acting as contraceptive right now. So kids in the background, they're just trying to knock people off. Anyway, I'm Eric.
Hi, Eric. I might mute you if the kids get too loud while we're talking, but don't worry about it. Thank you very much for coming. All right, let's see if there's any other questions. There was a man who wanted me to give him advice. He wants to ask the experts the best way for him to market his book, and then he goes ahead and names the book, obviously wanting to get free promotion.
Oh,
I'd say that that's probably not the way to go about marketing your book.
Your ruse has been seen through, sir.
Yes.
Is it a fiction book or a business book?
It looks like it's a fiction. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it is a fiction. So maybe spamming people on Google Plus is not the way to go about it. Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I hope he puts it in his profile. You'd be amazed how people don't do simple stuff like that.
That's true.
I think you should declare your book a religion.
Oh, yes, and a holiday.
You should, yes. And then you should try and turn it into a cult and indoctrinate people in it.
But
Good
don't
luck
blow
with
anything
it.
up. 'Cause that would be
Yeah,
bad.
no explosives. Stay respectful.
Yep, that should do it. That should do it.
Some harmless chanting will probably do you pretty good there.
You're going into Hangout quote, by the way, Monica, for the where do you draw your chick flick boundaries?
Sweet.
So I promised to do another dramatic reading of my Google Plus comments.
Ooh,
Yeah.
sweet.
So I think I will put on the glasses now.
I vote for Kansas.
Kansas?
Yeah, the Kansas comment.
Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, like today?
Yeah, under this Hangout post, yes.
Oh, there's comments? Maybe,
It's like 17 so far.
Okay, I should probably look at that. Let's see. So there's a creepy Kansas one, you say?
I mean, you could creep that out really well.
Oh, that is creepy. And the weird thing is it's a chick. Chicks being creepy. Well, hey, chicks can be creepy. I can be creepy. Want me to be creepy? Alright, so, good old Samantha Maynor. Casey, can you come to Kansas? I love you. Alright, who made that door sound?
Oh, sorry. That was my fiance taking our dogs outside.
All
They're
right.
off to transact some important business.
Oh, it's their duty.
Yeah.
Transaction complete.
Alright, so I've assembled some pretty awesome comments from the past few months.
So, by the way, I just reshared your post, and I would like to invite my followers as well. Leave your creepiest comments. We'll read them out loud. And I know some of you are capable because you've shown me in the past couple of weeks many, many times, and I'm specifically talking to the man from Washington, D.C., who told me he wanted to stalk me for Valentine's Day. So...
I don't know if inviting creepy comments is the best idea, because then they're not authentic.
That's
Whereas
true.
These here are completely authentic, and I even sort of,
Some of these people don't need to manufacture it. Like, it somehow comes out.
They got a million of them.
Yeah.
It's true. But I did not write their names down, so they're all random. Here we go. Jeez, Casey McKinnon, you're so beautiful. Feels like the first time I listened to Pearl Jam.
That is both sad and sweet. Mostly sad.
Let's see. I'm trying to find the ones that aren't too generic, because I get a lot of, like, hi, how are yous and stuff.
Read the ones in halting English.
I have French ones, too.
Do that.
No, let's not,
You don't want French? Are you anti-French? What's going on here?
No, the French is fine. It's just, every once in a while there's a translation error or someone who's actually trying to comment and they, it's not their fault. But if you have an actual troll in French, go for it.
Let's see. Well, this is... Okay, here's a lovely one. I asked God for a flower. He gave me a bouquet. I asked God for a minute. He gave me a day. I asked God for true love. He gave me that too. Love is like a lump of gold, hard to get and hard to hold. Of all the girls I've ever met, asked for an angel, and he gave me you. Thank you. Thank you.
That's smooth.
That is pretty scary there.
That's something else.
I feel like it was maybe partly plagiarized and then partly just...
Yeah, I agree. It does seem like something they would not be the original creator on.
Like, part of my brain thinks that I read that in 7th grade.
To everything we read in 7th grade.
They have to rhyme your name for...
Oh, here's a lovely one. You might want to hide your children.
How'd your wife?
Hide your kids.
I have very nice breasts and
Oh,
clothes.
Jesus Christ.
You also have a very nice...
Wow.
Yeah.
Quick, mute her. No, don't.
Oh, God.
What is this? All men likes Casey? I think that is the problem. 90% of the people here just want to have the attention from Casey, and it's a general rule. And not just for men, for child too. More you insist, less attention you get. Why not stop telling meaningless compliments and start talking like normal people?
All right.
That one was just fun.
I think they put that through Google Translate.
Yeah, they
Oh,
put
man.
it through Google Translate.
Shout out to Yoda.
But
oh,
here's the thing. If we could guess the language of the origin, that would be really great.
I'm thinking Spanish.
You
I
have to do the double translate where you take something from one language, translate it to English, and then translate it back, and then translate it back. and hours of fun.
Yeah, I call those Russian bride letters.
There you go.
You know, for the longest time, you know, I have all these Spanish followers, and I didn't realize, I thought that they were calling me Linda, thinking that my name was Linda, until I looked it up on Google Translate and found out that Linda means beautiful. So thank you.
It's beautiful in Spanish, actually. Linda.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I just said.
Yeah, I get that too because I'm a photographer, so whenever someone Spanish comments, they say Linda.
Oh,
You're so
yeah.
Linda, Billy. All right, let's see. Oh, here's a lovely 3-word comment. Hottie boob dear.
Okay.
So you were saying, Monica, that so translated should not count?
No, translated counts a lot of the time, but sometimes they are actually trying to be genuine. Sometimes they're just trolling in another language. Sometimes I spend a lot of time analyzing it and trying to be like, what was the problem here? You know, it's like one time I actually called a troll out this past week, and because he referenced Hitler, and that was just over the line for me because it was a silly image post. So I did what you're doing now. Like I recorded his comment in a silly voice, and I was like, you know, I wrote it, I read it back in a mocking tone, and then he wrote back, and he made me feel really bad. He was like, "I'm sorry, like I have bipolar, and I just realized I crossed the line," and then I was like, "Oh, like sorry, I did not realize. I just thought he was intentionally trolling, not, you know, had an issue."
Yeah.
Like, why would you see a picture of a license plate and then be like, Hitler?
This is the internet after all.
Welcome to the internet, Monica.
Yeah.
We have pictures of license plates, and we reference Nazis about it.
Well, it was Godwin's Law, so I knew that it was bound to be referenced before long. It was just an odd place for it.
Well, here I have found the mother of all amazing Google Plus comments. Are there any minor chances that you get to fly to Argentina? To be more specific, El Calafate, southern Patagonia, Argentina. That's just 400 kilometers from my hometown, at the very, very absolute south of the Argentinian Patagonia. I would love to have a picture with you, with me, at the glaciers down here. I live in Rio Gallegos, Santa Cruz, Argentina. I would travel if necessary. I can show you around all these locations. You'll have fun there, I promise.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you think?
Feel, I would feel immensely comforted by Google's real name policy.
Yeah. Creeper. Okay, I'll talk to you later.
See ya. All right. Hey, Jonathan. Hey,
Hey,
Jonathan.
Casey. Yes.
Do you have any questions? Do you have anything to say?
I was actually wondering what projects are you working on lately? Like, what's your latest thing?
I'm actually working on a zombie western with some friends.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty awesome. We've got Matt Campagna, who's a western director. He directed a film called 6 Reasons Why. I think you can see it on Netflix. And I have like a tiny, tiny bit part in that movie. Confiore is in it too, who you might know. He was in, what's the sequel to Pitch Black? Do you guys remember?
Oh.
It's
Vin Diesel?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're too quiet, Dad.
Oh, Chronicles of Riddick.
Thank you.
Yes.
Chronicles of Riddick, exactly. So Confiore was in that movie. He was also the president in Battlestar Galactica before President Roslin became president. I see your mouth moving, Dad, but I don't know.
He's choking for air?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think the children have done him in.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, good. So, anyways, Colm Feore is in that movie, and yeah, you can see it on Netflix. But that director and my fiance Rudy Gishan are writing this zombie western that I'm to be starring in, which it's sort of in the pre-production phase, and we're trying to get financing, but we have a whole bunch of like cool things to go with that. And then aside from that, I'm just sort of doing stuff with other people, collaborating a lot with other people, working behind the scenes before we, put something new out. So not everything I can talk about, of course. So yeah.
NDA, huh?
Yes, NDA. I got a coffee mug from one of the things that I was working on. But they said it was an NDA, and I was thinking if anyone asked me that question, I should just have the coffee mug and be like, sorry, I can't talk about it. So, yeah.
Or she could tell you, but she'd have to kill you.
There is an interesting question on the comments for this on your stream, and I actually have the same question.
Awesome. Tell it to me.
This is from Patrick C.
Mm-hmm.
He asks, any thoughts on the emerging role of video games in storytelling and where it might go, interactive, movies, television, etc.?
Well, it's sort of interesting because, well, I love video games, obviously, and I love just entertainment, I love movies, and I love TV, but I don't see them crossing over as much, because it's really hard to adapt video games to movie. It's probably much easier to adapt an existing property from movie and TV and make it into a video game, because you can find ways to expand the world. But how do you take a world that's so huge and sort of adapt it to something that's so much more limited? It might be an hour-and-a-half long movie, or a 3-part series or something. I love that it's changing our world, and I love that people are embracing video games more as they're growing. And I love that they're becoming more cinematic, but I don't see it going, video games can only go forward from here. Does that answer anything?
Actually, our generation goes, the book was so much better, and our kids are going to be like, the movie was so much better than the game. Oh.
It's true. It's true. You know what? I'm so silly. I was going to say I want a Dune video game, but then I realized there was a Dune video game. But I want a new Dune video game.
Style. Yeah.
And I want it to be awesome in 3D. Wouldn't it be great if Rockstar Games made a Dune video game where you could walk around in the style of a Grand Theft Auto? Oh God! Then you would go around and you'd have to ride all the worms, all the different worms, and knock all the other Fremen off of their worms and take
Grand Theft Worm.
Grand Theft Worm, exactly.
That would be the coolest geeky mashup ever. I suggest that someone out there get right on that right now.
Thank God for Star Wars Old Republic, because I've about had it with elves and dragons. I mean, they've had their place, but I'm so burnt on fantasy, my God.
Oh, Eric, don't say that, because The Hobbit's coming out this year.
I know, and we just will be like,
that we're just in for it again. At least The Hunger Games will give us some reprieve.
Sci-fi people get gypped, man. And anybody who likes dystopias totally get ripped off.
Actually, Deus Ex, I've been playing Deus Ex since Steam sale went on, and that would be a fantastic environment for a movie.
Or even an MMO.
Yeah. I watched my fiance Rudy play some Deus Ex, but it was not my game. I just can't do stuff that's too open world. I mean, Eric, you were super into Second Life.
That most of the virtual worlds, actually, and
yeah.
I play MMOs, and I love the open world games. Skyrim, of course, was the latest. I loved things like Crackdown 1 and 2. Although 2 didn't do it for me because Infamous came out, and Infamous was awesome. I couldn't get into Prototype for whatever reason. It was a bigger world, but it just didn't do it for me.
See,
But
I'm
yeah,
the complete
I love those
opposite.
worlds.
I'm the complete opposite. You know, I can't have that kind of world. I guess it's just I don't like. It's hard for me to interact with people that way. I don't really want to sit around and type or talk to people that way. Okay, I guess maybe you don't sit around and type anymore. You probably just talk on microphones.
Oh, there's plenty of typing. General chat channels are the bane, but also great entertainment at times.
I mean, I had a lot of fun playing multiplayer in Red Dead Redemption, but it was cutthroat, and I was called some really bad names. So, yeah, I'm not saying them. Don't worry, Dad. Well, I mean, what's that? You got to speak louder, Eric.
Sorry, I got worked around on Skyrim. It's like I ended up after the whole getting drunk episode and ending up in Marquette or whatever it was, and I just cleared that whole area of the map. I can't help but explore, like Fallout 3 and so forth. I look for every nook and cranny. I can't help it. It's an obsessive compulsive thing.
And that other Eric is the guy that picked up every last piece of metal in Fallout. In his backpack he just had. And we all know the rule about those games is the more unencumbered you are, just jump a lot and it makes you feel like you're going faster.
In the case of Fallout, I actually really wanted to play it, but I can't remember what it was. I think I just got sick. I got too sick when I was playing it. There was something about the, yeah, exactly. It was just like the world shifted in the wrong way for me, and I always got sick. So I think I finally got out of the bunker, and that was it for me. I was like, okay, I'm good. Also, the fighting style in Fallout was not really my style. I didn't like the idea of pausing my Pip-Boy basically, and Rudy and I came up with a hilarious sketch the other day where it's like in a Fallout world, and you're about to fight this big guy, and you just sort of pause and go hold on a second. Oh no, stay there while I target, You literally target where you're going to shoot him, but he's just sitting there. And you can, how long do you have to do that? You have forever, basically. You could just basically be in that pause Pip-Boy menu for forever. So, I don't know, it's just weird for me. I'd much rather just shoot things directly, as if it was a first-person shooter.
You also played the game with just shooting, too. I've played that game, but I just never used Pip-Boy in that way, usually.
Oh, yeah? Really?
Yeah, I did it without
Yeah, because you could just fire.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I might try it again, but I might get sick. I should call that, boomer disease or something, because I get sick every time the boomers explode, exactly.
Oh, it feels like you're wiping it off your screen.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what to say anymore, guys. It's been a half an hour.
You've exhausted all your creepy comments?
There's I don't know, I'm trying to get through it kind of fast. There's other comments, but I don't know. Monica, you kind of turned me off because you were like...
Sorry.
Well, some of them, you have to be culturally sensitive.
Well, I didn't realize until this past week. It was a big shock to me to find out that the Hitler troll actually had a mental problem.
Oh,
and then I was like,
oh no, troll.
How many of you are there out there that have issues? And then part of me thought, wait a minute, is he just trolling me by saying that? But I don't think so, because I went and checked out his stuff, and I was like, nope, you're legit.
Yeah, well, better safe than sorry, I guess. Wait, what is this? Oh, this one! Okay, this one's great. All right, here we go. Hello, Casey. Is your face as real as I can see on this picture? Okay, let me describe you. You are very beautiful, but not intelligent. As beautiful 'cause you're madness beautiful. I don't know what to think or write when I see your pictures. I am out of words. Are you intelligent too? Forget all I said. I just want to be your friend.
Wow, that needed a
Oh my
soundtrack.
goodness! I'm gonna have to clap for that one. Well done, sir. Well done.
Well,
Thank you.
well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
It kind of flowed, I have to say. It's
That
not
was-
an iambic pentameter, but it was, it had a beat. I
It
like
was
the
beautiful in its madness.
It's
It was.
madness. It's intelligent madness.
But I, however, am not intelligent, as he says.
But
I'm
he did
beautiful. That's
ask.
nice.
He did give you a way out.
Are you intelligent?
But are you really intelligent?
Forget all I said. I just want to be your friend. Oh, all right. Yeah, I don't know. Other than that, I mean, there's All Caps Guy. Have you guys met All Caps Guy?
Oh, yes.
No,
Oh,
but
yeah.
let me turn my volume down because I feel this one coming.
He's very
Hi,
angry.
I am glad to see your photos in my friend box. I don't even know what that is. Friend box. Maybe we should have a friend box. Maybe we should talk to Google Plus about adding a friend box.
It's just got to be in all caps, though.
I feel really bad for the people that send me their email addresses and phone numbers in comments.
I've seen that several
I'm
times.
like, dude,
And it's been disturbing.
it is quite disturbing. I mean, if I was, I don't know. I wonder how many single people fall for that. They're like, oh, that's so sweet. Thank you for
It's kind
giving
of like
me...
the reverse of reverse stalking, like, here's all my info, please take it, like, and I'll be like, no, thank you, crazy man.
I often get comments about my height because no one realizes I'm 5'2". And I've played a giant many times on the internet. And also, because of green screen, I can look taller next to other people. It's kind of handy, actually. So, yeah, I've played a 50-foot-tall woman twice. And then I've played a Hulk another time. So people just often don't realize how short I am.
Wow, you're like 44 feet taller than me.
Are you 6 foot?
I am 5'11", so pretty darn
Wow.
close. But because I use a wheelchair, like most people assume I'm really short. So it's the opposite. And so secretly in my mind, I'm always like, I have only to like push myself up out of this chair and show you. And I would, but I just don't want to.
Have you seen the movie?
I have not seen the movie.
It has George Clooney in a wheelchair, and he has an epic scene where he's trying to stand up.
Oh, I should check that out. I'm a big fan of George Clooney.
Oh, well, there you go. It was Jimmy Kimmel did it. And it just has a bunch of celebrities and trying to make like an Oscar crazy film. Although I did see a better film the other day that I shared somewhere. It was a trailer for every Academy Award-winning movie ever, which is on Cracked.
I've seen that one. I
That
love
one
it.
is better. That one is way better than the one that Jimmy Kimmel made. Because, like, the writing's good. Like, it doesn't star celebrities, but the writing is so funny and genius. So it totally makes up for any lack of celebrity. You don't need celebrities. But, yeah, the Jimmy Kimmel one is a bit sort of like, here's a bunch of celebrities that we got, but we're not really using them to their full potential.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that one, yeah, I remember. Was it on College Humor originally?
Possibly.
It's,
I'll let
if I
those.
remember it correctly, I think it was their style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. It was definitely their style. But yeah, you can find it on break.com. And if you're looking for it, it's called A Trailer for Every Academy Award-Winning Movie Ever. And my favorite part is catchphrase! Which is awesome. So, well, I don't know if I have any more comments. And wait, you know what? I'll check to see if there's any new comments on Google Plus that anyone left. Oh, There's which superpower would you rather have? And that's actually a really easy answer because I've thought about this tons. And my superpower would be the manipulation of atoms, like Dr. Manhattan, because he's the best and the coolest. And he can teleport, and he could go everywhere, and he could do everything, and he's a god. So, I mean, literally, he can make himself fly, so I don't need to get, the superpower of flight, because, I already have it, because I can manipulate atoms.
True, it'd be like being a genie, but just more scientific.
I would probably eat a lot. Like, I'm hungry, and then bam, snacks, endless snacks.
Like, but more like the ability to have an endless stomach? Or just...
You can move atoms around, so sure, why not? You can make, like, modular ones, have little shelves, little...
The power. You could also have the power to beam your bowel secretions out. Like, you know what? Did they ever do that in Star Trek? Because they should have.
Yeah, the fact that Star Trek never addressed how they go to the bathroom always bothered me. I was like, you have to tell us.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. That's rule number 1 of good storytelling: is we don't need to see it, but we need to know how you go.
It's okay, Monica. The fact is, they went where no man has gone before. And they had to deal with a lot of Klingons.
Oof.
Oh, yeah.
That's just embarrassing.
Recycled jokes.
We just call them classics.
Sure. Oh, someone just quoted Monica, where do you draw the chick flick boundaries?
I think I found a new tagline.
Drawing the chick flick boundaries since 2012.
Okay, I've got a question from Brad. What's my favorite iPhone app? Oh, I feel kind of lame because I use my iPhone very, I don't actually like branch out, because when I want to play games, I actually play my Xbox instead of, loading stuff on my iPhone. Although I do play Where's My Water, which is awesome, of course. Yes, I see Eric down there agreeing, because he's got kids probably. No, you play it for yourself. Yes, okay. But yeah, I don't know, let's see. I always have certain programs open. Pinterest.
Yes.
Yep. I mean, I can't help it. I just kind of sit there. I often will look at a category, and then I'll go back, and then I'll click on the category again because I want it to refresh, and then I'll go back, and then I'll click on it again. So I'll literally go through all of the pins, and then I'll go back, and then I'll see it again, on the app anyways.
There's one guy that curates an amazing Star Wars board. I have never seen such amazing Star Wars art, and it's everything from the steampunk Star Wars to old Bauhaus movie posters of Star. I mean, it's this endless pit of Star Wars stuff on Pinterest.
Wow, I'm surprised with that because I don't see a lot of nerd stuff on there, and when I do see it, it just feels like it's a lot of stuff that's been recycled that I've seen last year. You
just got to search for a term, click on boards, and it just comes at you. You can actually search for Google Plus on there.
Oh no, Eric, never share your sources.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, do it. No. I'm all about sharing. Go.
Also, because I just got engaged, I have a Tiffany and Company app that I always have open. Kind of embarrassing. It's actually not very good. But yeah, we're shopping for a ring, so.
Congratulations, by the way.
Well, thank you. Path. I think Path is awesome. Are you guys all using Path?
I am, yes.
Just you, huh? No, just you. No, Path is great because, with all these social networks, it gets really, really hard to communicate with my really, really close friends, Twitter, I mean, I have a lot of friends that, I don't know, I have business colleagues, and then I also have friends, and then I have just a lot of different types of friends, so it's just been really hard to keep track of what my really close friends are up to. So Path is great because you're only supposed to add your close friends, and they actually have a limit on the amount of people that you can add there. So
What's the limit?
I think it's like 150.
Oh, Dunbar number. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Makes
exactly. Yeah, and it used to be smaller, but they realized that people wanted to have more friends than that, so they did, like, raise the limit. But since then, I don't think they've raised the limit. I mean, the only people that I see that have a lot of friends are, my friends who work at Twit. So, like, Sarah Lane has a lot of friends. But, like, in my case, I limit it a lot. So.
I only have 10 friends, and it's either people that live near me or people that I'd help them move.
Yeah.
So that's like 2 people and my wife, and then like 7 guys that live nearby.
Eric's real friends are only the ones who help him move the bodies.
Yeah, pretty much.
I actually had one friend that I added. Actually, there's been a couple of friends that I've added, and I love them. They are my friends. But then they'll be like posting. One of my friends posted photos of his entire family at a like beach party, like the night. It was just like photo, and then video of the night. And I'm like, just go to the event and enjoy it. Or invite me to the event. I don't really want to see like 20 photos in a row on Path is kind of weird. I feel like because they did it in moments. It's called moments. So I don't want to see like 20 moments of the same moment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not really like Facebook.
No links. Yay.
Yes.
Yeah, since leaving Facebook, I realized that I share a lot less pictures of myself or like self-related things, and I just tend to share more, content.
Interesting.
And I like that a lot. But when I go back to Facebook, I look at my friends and I'm like, what are you people doing? Like, why are you taking a picture of your lunch?
I miss lunch photos. We need more lunch photos. Less cats, more cheese.
I guess you need to go back to Instagram then, huh?
Right, for stylized lunch photos.
I actually, because a lot of my friends are content creators, one of my friends just made a Path account for his web series. And I was like, you're doing it wrong, buddy. Because, come on, I don't know. Path is supposed to be personal. It's supposed to be where you're, talking to your friends. So it was kind of weird that he would make, especially since it's limited to 150 friends. Why would you? That's not where you're gonna garner an audience. That's not really where you're gonna get viewers for your web series. Very strange. So, I don't know. Any other? What else do I use? Oh, you know what is a great app is WeThings. I have a We scale, like WI scale, and that way I can get on the scale and it'll send via Wi-Fi. It'll send all the stats from me weighing myself directly to the app, and so this is kind of revealing because you can see my weight. But it's pretty cool.
Don't put it on air.
Why not?
Because it's a lady never tells.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm really small. Just disclaimer, I'm very small. I'm 5'1".
Well, I'm 5'11", so people are always like, "Do you weigh that much?" And I'm 5'11", you people.
I'm 5'1", and so this is my information. You can see that it has like my weight and my lean mass and my fat mass. And the cool thing too is like it gets all that information. So if you put it this way, it shows you like how your weight has gone up and down over the course of this is 6 months. So that's really cool. And if you were losing weight, like this white that white line, I don't know if you can see it, shows you the trend of whether you're losing or gaining weight. So that's kind of cool. I don't know if you can see any detail on there, but yeah. It's a super cool app. And they also have like a blood pressure monitor. You can like put it on and it'll also send the stats to Wi-Fi, so you can monitor your blood pressure and your cholesterol and all that stuff. So that's super cool. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for apps. Besides the standard, I always use Twitter, Google+, Facebook. Facebook, I like the app way better than the website, because the website just kills me. I can't use it. Just seeing if there's any more questions. Unless one of you guys has questions. Joseph, you're here.
Hey.
Hi. Do you have any questions, Joseph?
I just really wanted to come in and say hi.
Hi, Joseph. How are you doing?
Pretty good. I actually just took my graduation photos today.
Did you? Congratulations. I did mine. I actually, I bought a white shirt, and then I returned it right after. So maybe you're more honest than I am. I'm an evil, evil girl. But you know what? My mom calls herself Moral Marion, and she had the idea. So she's not so moral. All right, I think I'm going to... Oh, what's this? Ooh, what material is the haunted broadsword made of? Which is an awesome question from Jason Horton. I love you for asking it. I would tell you the answer to that question, but then I'd have to kill you. So...
Serious.
Yeah. How do I shot web? Oh, some questions. Let's see. What video game will I buy next? That is a really loaded question. Because I honestly don't know at this point. Right now I'm a little depressed about video games because I just haven't found anything that I really, really love. I don't know. The trailer for Mass Effect 3 looks so good, but I just know that I'm pretty certain it's not my kind of world. It's more like your world, isn't it, Eric? Eric Rice? Oh, and Eric Collette, too? Yeah? What do you think, Eric Rice?
I'm waiting. Next thing, I'm getting Syndicate. I just need nice, depressing, overly high-tech wastelands. The dirtier, the better. Somebody asked, I think, in chat in here earlier, steampunk or technopunk, or actually, Eric, the other Eric had asked that. Steampunk or cyberpunk?
Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm kind of tired of both of them.
Well, we're living one of them.
Yeah, we are. But the steampunk has never really been my thing, so, it's kind of, steampunk is, to me, it's like, there's like certain people that like that sort of thing. It's part of the fantasy and the romanticism and, there's the Victorian people that love to dress up, but there's also the fantasy, people that like to dress like elves and whatever. I don't know, I've never been like, well, I did used to dress up in Star Trek uniforms and go to Star Trek conventions, but, I don't know. I guess I saw myself as better than everybody else because I was into Star Trek.
Well, steampunk has too many moving parts. It's beautiful, but, man, lots of pieces to lose.
I don't know. I think it's cool, but it seems a little highfalutin. Like, la-di-da, I'm into
It's the top hats.
steampunk.
Admit it. You're
Oh!
biased against top hats.
Look, I have a monocle. I don't know why I was closing my eye on the monocle, but I was. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just judging, yo. I shouldn't judge, but I do.
Don't hate the haberdashery.
Sorry.
Well, it's a lot like all of the vampire stuff that came out. Now I'm actually going to be able to talk because I pushed away for a second. But all the vampire stuff got all political and all romantic, and it was really just straight up gore for a long time. And I don't know, steampunk kind of had that same type of vibe where it's all traditional, classic, Victorian, and a lot of politicking stuff, but
With manners.
With manners. Duels, and I've got this wonderful gun, and I will, stuff like that.
Well, I do like manners because I'm Canadian, so that's a good thing.
Billy on the end there represents. It's got the flag.
Yeah. Especially living in LA, I do like manners very much because, yes, you know, I'll open the door. First, I'll just open the door and someone will rush through because there's, like, people who are so, like, you know, concerned with themselves that it's really weird. It's very weird.
Was that a big culture shock? I mean, how long have you been in LA, too?
We've been going back and forth for almost 4 years. Yeah, and it wasn't a culture shock because we'd been here so many times, and, you know, we love LA, so it was easy. And also, you know, I always thought that, I never thought Canadians had accents. So I moved here, and I was fine. No one really said anything. But then, I don't know, I went to Vancouver a few years ago, and I was talking to my brother's, mother and father-in-law, and they're super Canadian, which I hadn't really heard. But I guess when you get outside of the main cities, that's where you know, in America too, you get outside the main cities, and that's where they have their more regional accents.
Turns into a dialect.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
So if you were to say about right now, what would you end up with?
About?
About? You will say about. Okay.
That's straight up LA right there. That's the television about.
Hey, Billy, what would you say?
When I say about?
Oh,
It's
there's a little
teeny.
in there.
Teeny. There's like a sliver. I heard it. But it's so faint.
No, you know what? The whole mythos surrounding the about and, you know, whatever, that's actually Scottish. And so I find that, like, some people in Nova Scotia have more of, like, a sound that sounds like a boot and whatever. But, like, for the most part, most Canadians don't really sound like that. It's also sorry. I say sorry, but I know in Scotland they say sorry.
Sorry.
You know, I mean, if you think of it in terms of, like, a Scottish accent, then a lot of those things are sort of what people say Canadians sound like, but don't necessarily sound like. I don't know.
Somebody in the comments wants to know, what is a super Canadian?
I don't know. Well, I guess it's just someone who has like a, you know, it's weird because let me just describe my brother's parents-in-law.
Do they have capes? First order of business.
No.
Okay, go on.
But they do wear like native garb, like almost like gift shop clothing that you would see that has, like, you know, like the wolves howling at the moon type of thing.
The toque?
But but it's actually like what they wear. It's not like, they're not being ironic. They're actually being like, hey, I have this cool T-shirt with, like, wolves and you know, Aboriginal art. Mm-hmm. And, like, you know, jewelry with Aboriginal art and stuff. I don't know. I consider that pretty super Canadian because when you look at Americans, they're not as into their native culture.
What is our native culture?
We kicked them out, actually.
Yeah.
Sadly,
you know, I didn't want to say it because I'm Canadian. I just don't want to insult my American friends. But yeah, you kicked them out. True.
I feel sad.
But yeah, no, super Canadian would just be a cliche Canadian. What Americans make fun of us for. That would be super Canadian.
You could just pretend we all have drawls and talk like from the South, which I think a lot of people do, don't they? They think, oh, Americans, that's just got a drawl.
The heartland. It's,
right.
Yeah.
Who thinks that?
I don't know. Everybody outside of here?
I mean, we do watch Hollywood movies.
Well, that's the funny thing, right? I don't know how that happened. California, we all have TV voices.
Whatever, y'all.
Y'all. It's okay, y'all, eh?
Well, I mean, even in my little area, I'm actually in Utah, and there's these fringe people who adopt the entire southern accent, and I have no idea where they get it from. I do have my mountains, Adams. Yeah. Anyway, Leighton, and you got the grunt in there, but yeah, dialects from everywhere, and you would expect it to be a little bit more diverse or less diverse in such a small area, I guess. So.
Yeah, well, that happens, though. I mean, that happens if you look at different subcultures in America. You know, for example, people who say "yo," you know, they do have their own like way of speaking. That you could think of the Southern drawl maybe in this area of Utah is probably something similar. You know.
I had no idea that Hella was from Northern California. It's like a very characteristic phrase for the Bay Area. And it slips out every so often, and I get reminded about that. But yeah, it's Hella until Gwen Stefani made it popular, and then everybody.
Yeah, Gwen Stefani was the one I heard it from.
Right, Hella good.
You know, I actually love speaking in a Southern drawl every once in a while. Like, just saying y'all and stuff like that. I love doing that. I get a kick out of it.
You could
what are the reactions?
What's that?
You could pull off the Southern Belle.
I would love to. I've been watching Heart of Dixie, yo.
You can't say yo, though. It's got to be y'all or all y'all.
No, man, I am so ghetto. I've been watching Heart of Dixie, bitches. Yeah, no, I mean, and that's fun, too, because, first of all, I love, what's her name, who played Summer Roberts on the OC. What's her name? Heart of Dixie girl? Anyone? Bueller? Are you guys at least IMDbing it? Yes, Rachel
Bilson.
Yes, Rachel Bilson. I love Rachel Bilson. She's like about my height, which is good. And she rocks short shorts as a doctor on that show, which is also good. Although some people may not think so, but to me, it is good. And yeah. They've dressed her up in a Southern Belle dress and stuff a couple of times. And I have another friend who's 4'11", my friend Paula, and yeah, she had a Southern Belle dress once. So yeah, I would love to rock a Southern Belle dress and have the crazy curls and get picked up by Clark Gable in a mustache, who apparently had really bad breath when he was filming that movie.
Someone in the comments did define a super Canadian as one that can leap tall buildings, run faster than bullets, and burn things with X-ray vision.
Well, fun fact, right? That
I was not aware of that.
Canadian. Superman was made by Canadians.
I've always just been wondering why Canadians are hilarious. A lot of the comedians and such, they're Canadian. How did that happen?
It's so cold.
It's just cold. You just sit inside and you got to find the humor in it. If I go outside, we could die. Right? Coldest I've ever been in my life was in Canada, 25 below something or other.
Yes, probably 25 below freezing, which is Celsius.
Yeah.
Scott Pilgrim and Second City TV. You've got. I do.
But Scott Pilgrim was written by an American.
Yeah, but the delivery. Like Mike Myers, he's Canadian, and who else? The list goes on and on.
Keanu Reeves.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you didn't know?
He's an accidental comedian.
I think he was born in Canada. See, in Canada, we have something called Entertainment Tonight Canada. And this is where we get all our Canadian entertainment news, because Canadians obviously want to know all about Canadian Hollywood stars, don't they?
Canadian Hollywood. I am a Hollywood Canadian.
Yeah, I'm a Hollywood Canadian.
There you go.
Something like that, anyways. I'm here, and I'm Canadian. Oh. All right, people are leaving us. So I guess it's time to say goodbye, because obviously we suck. Bye, Eric.
Yeah,
bye,
we'll see you
Eric.
around.
Bye, Billy. Bye, Joseph.
Bye, other Eric who spells it wrong.
Yeah.
You're all awesome. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining me.
It was great getting to see you, Casey.
Bye, Casey.
Good to see you, too.
Yep,
and thank
good
you
to
for
see you.
helping me get to 1 million. It was super cool.
Woohoo!
All
Congratulations.
right.
Bye.
Thank you. Take care.
Okay. Okay. See ya.